Yo, what's happening, y'all? What's up with it? Side Street Kid. Back again with another edition of Side Street Stories. Episode 10. Should be where I'm at right now. I wanted to go back, cover, like I'm still trying to work my way up. I don't want to jump around too much between eras like the 2000s, 2010s versus the 90s, stuff like that. So I'm still kind of in the 90s, late 90s right now. And, De La Soul is like one of my favorite groups ever. You know what I mean? Like of all time. Since I was a kid, probably one of the first records I bought when I was like 8 or 9. I remember I bought 2 singles. My brother went to the records, he bought some records, and I picked 2 singles out myself. That was Queen Latifah. What was the name of her first single? It was like the Queen is in the house, or I can't even remember right off the top of my head. You remember the record? Queen Latifah's getting cause them to run away. I had that one. I had that record as a single. And then I had De La Soul, Plug Tune. And I was rocking both of them back to back. That was like, I think that's when I really fell in love with hip hop, was them 2 records. Even though, we always had the Fresh Fest tapes and Dougie Fresh and all that kind of stuff too. I loved all of that, but I think them was the first records that really connected with me in that way. You know what I mean? So now it's 1997. I'm in Atlanta at the dungeon. We in a new dungeon now in the White House. And De La Soul comes through. They wanna meet with Organized Noise. If I had to guess, they was probably working on like that Artificial Intelligence album. It's probably somewhere right in there. And it was, coming through or whatever. So I was hyped because this would be the first time I was gonna be able to meet De La Soul. Even though I've been to some shows and stuff like that before then. So that weekend, it was a gun show in town. The gun show had came to Georgia. The whole dungeon went to the gun show. And I wasn't old enough yet. I don't know if you had to be 18 or 21, something like that. But it was probably wasn't even 97. Yeah, it may have been, maybe it was 96, 95, 96, because the Goody had their record out already. But it was, I want to say it was before Still Standing album. So that probably was 97. So ATLians era, 96. You know what I mean? So I didn't go to the gun show. When they came back, I had never seen some of the shit niggas brought back for the gun show. You know what I mean? We ain't talking just pistols and rifles. I mean, like Rico brought a rocket launcher back, or you know what I mean, that kind of shit. The big box you put up on your shoulder, grenade launcher. That's what it was. Shoot 4 grenades out or whatever. It was SKs, AKs, all kind of stuff. So now, we out back. Yeah, this had to be way back because the pool wasn't even installed yet. It was still dirt they had dug up, because we used to sit out on the balcony and shoot the SKs off the side of the house or whatever. So that's what was going on when De La Soul pulls up. You know what I mean? And I'm like, dumb hype now. Like, oh, De La here, blah, 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 blah. So they go upstairs, Rico had he had an office downstairs, but he had like a mini office kind of like attached to his room upstairs. So he got them coming up there. I guess they playing music or talking or whatever. And so everybody there, you know what I mean, it's wild morning. It's still kind of early in the day. You know what I mean? Cats walk around with the SKs, you know what I mean? The guns out, blah, blah, blah. So when I walk in the Reek room to try to meet Daylight, they sitting there looking shook. I mean, all three of them, they like, oh my God, what the fuck going on, right? So I'm like, hey, what's up? You know, blah, blah, blah. Get a quick introduction with them. And right after that was over, they was leaving. And I'm like, what's wrong with them? And Reek said they was scared, man. They said they ain't never seen that many guns coming out of New York. They ain't never seen that many people just walking around with guns, shooting, blah, blah, blah. It made them nervous, which I could understand. You out of town, you go pull up somewhere, and you go to a house and 30 people you don't know walking around, they shirts off and artillery and assault rifles and shit like that. You might get a little nervous too, you know. So they went on a dip, man. That was like a real quick thing, and I don't believe there was no music made either. So that might have been that on that little vibe or whatever. But I definitely remember that day very vividly. It was a day to remember, you know what I mean? We was shooting every day. Might even have fireworks at the time. But it was fun, man. That was like a normal day at the dungeon. You know, you never know what's gonna happen. It's probably gonna be food, grilling, guns, and women, and a whole lot of weed. So we're pretty much a regular day at the dungeon. You know what I mean? A little liquor or something. Music all day, all night. But yeah, it was wild. I always wanted to be able to run back in the day line one of these days and really ask them, like, yo, what was y'all thinking that day? Like, how did you see it? You know? So if any of y'all run across Daylight, you know what I mean, definitely rest in peace. You know what I mean? Today, you gotta pay to play because the game ain't giving. I hit hard today, you know what I mean? And rest in peace to Rico. You know what I mean? We've been losing some real ones. All we got left underneath it, you know. Pay homage to our legends that we have left while they're here. You know what I mean? Like Nori said, give them their flowers. But yeah, man, if y'all see Paz or Maceo or something like that, you know what I mean, out there, ask them one day, man, yo, what was it like when y'all went to the dungeon? What happened? Let's see what they say. That'd be crazy. Anyway, man, it's another Side Street Stories, episode 10. De La Soul at the dungeon. And I just wanted to drop a quick one real quick because I'm trying to pull up to the dispensary so I can get some more of this Candy Boss. But yeah, man, check me out. I got music online, new music coming. My new album, Delamo Forever. Y'all see the shirt, Delamo Born and Raised. You know what I mean? My new album is called Delamo Forever. So, check me out. I'm gonna park right here. I know this shit's supposed to be for check-ins only, but there ain't got no more parking spaces, so I'm parking right here and I'm going in. Yo, man, Side Street Kid, it's the F it. Holla at me, and I'm out.